As Delta cracked the code for taking the stress out of commercial air travel, I'm flying the Delta One closing door suite from LAX to Paris on the very sleek and beautiful A330NEO in order to find out. Accomplishing that is a tall order, of course, but it's a worthy goal, because let's face it, even in business class, travel can be hard. Airports are stressful, and then you've got to try and get a good night's sleep packed in with a bunch of strangers in a metal tube. But this experience really showed how things can be, even if not everything was perfect. From Delta's private check-in at LAX to this fantastic little suite, I am very impressed. So join me, and let's head to Paris. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Gabe Leigh. You might know me from the Flight Radar 24 YouTube channel. I've started this channel as a place to put more travel, trip reports, and airline reviews, while the Flight Radar channel is more focused on behind the scenes, cockpit flights, that kind of thing. My goal is to bring you the best in travel, delivered in high quality videos. Whether you're planning a trip and doing research, or just want to come along and enjoy the ride with me, I insist on flying and traveling well, and I want to help you do the same. And you could do worse than flying Delta One. Although this is such an odd spot to find the entrance to the Delta One premium check-in at LAX, but the good news is it provides a very distinct contrast once you step inside.
So in the middle of this crazy, chaotic, dark, messy, dirty LAX arrivals area at Terminal 3, there is supposedly a special door for going into Delta One special, exclusive, elite check-in. I'm gonna go try and find it out, see what that looks like. It'll no doubt be a welcome relief from all of this.
From the chaos and ugliness of the arrivals level traffic to this world of calm and good service. It is such a great way to bypass the terminal chaos. Private check-in, no lines, private security, again with no one around, and then a direct elevator to the Sky Club. I felt as if I was checking in at a high-end hotel. Couldn't have been smoother or easier. Amazing. Private security, so calm in there. It smelled good with relaxing music, and now a direct elevator to the Sky Club. The downside, the Sky Club is a little bit crowded and the cleaning crew can't quite keep up. It's not the oasis of calm the check-in was. However, it does have some amazing views and a semi-outdoor terrace. This is pretty great and far better overall than my usual LAX departure experience. These tacos are really good, and so are these cookies. So is this view of a 747. I'd be happy to spend several hours here. Anyway, time to board the beautiful A330NEO and try out the proper Delta One suite for the first time. First impression is really good. This cabin looks and feels amazing.
Off the gate here in just a minute or two. Once we're airborne, it should take us 9 hours, 58 minutes to get to Paris. And once we get there, 58 degrees Fahrenheit, 14 degrees Celsius, and rain. Sit back and enjoy the flight, and we'll update you once we start descending to Paris. Thank you.
But this takeoff into the sunset is going to be a stunner, so let's do that first, and then we'll get into the experience.
Eight doors, 4 on each side. 6 doors have detachable slides that can be used as racks.
Or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove the vest from its container by pulling on the tab and then opening the pouch. Flip the vest over your head, wrap the strap around your waist, attach it to the buckle in front,
Okay, let's peel ourselves away from the window as it gets dark out and focus on the interior. It's all feeling very premium and private in here. Though the moving map is bugging out, so that's unfortunate. Anyway, this is a very nice looking amenity kit which will open up soon. Hot towels are handed out.
This actually smells good. That's really the key differentiator right there.
There's a bottle of water available, and I love that on this flight they also handed out a second bottle. It can be very annoying to run out of water in the middle of the night on a transatlantic and wake up parched. That almost always happens to me, and this meant it did not on this flight. Little things like that can go a long way. This little nook for storing things is very handy because it can hold quite a lot and it keeps things organized. A gin and tonic and warm nuts starts things off right. While we wait for dinner to start, let's check out the amenity kit. The contents are maybe nothing to write home about, but I appreciate that the kit itself is nice. I'll definitely reuse this one. For dinner, we start off with a soup and prawn appetizer. And then for the main dish, I order the meatballs from LA institution John and Vinny's. It's all very good. Then there's this ice cream sundae to finish things off. Wait a second, is that cookie crumble from a Biscoff cookie? You know how I feel about Biscoff, right? I love this door. I don't really care if people in the aisle can still kind of see you when it's closed. It's just so nice to close it and feel that much more cocooned. I think it helps me to sleep, just the psychological effect of the door. You know what else helped me to sleep on this? Changing into a Burgundy Vuori athleisure getup. On overnight flights where pajamas aren't offered, this is my new go-to.
It's a new look for me. I don't usually do this. On an airline where they give pajamas out, I'll take the pajamas and put them on. But I knew Delta wouldn't have pajamas on this. Although I'm pleasantly surprised that they have slippers. That's quite cool. It's a bit of a hassle to get in there into the little bathroom and change. Well worth it. I'm gonna watch a little more Succession now. First season, genius. And then I'm gonna try to get to sleep. Let's see if I manage it. The jet lag is real on this trip. It's all over the place.
You've got bedding that you'll need to lay out yourself. It's pretty simple but nice. I guess I wish the mattress cover had some thickness to it, because as it turns out, that could have gone some way toward addressing the one real weak point of this flight. This seat looks gorgeous, but in lie flat mode, it didn't provide a nice flat surface. It felt uneven, and there was a kind of depression between the seat cushions that made it difficult to get really comfortable. I'm not sure if this is true of all of them, or something was up with mine in particular, so I'm curious if you've had the same experience or if I was just unlucky. Still, this was one of the best transatlantic flights I've had in years. Delta has managed to add a massive amount of value and elevate the whole experience before passengers have even stepped onto the plane. With the private check-in at LAX, most of that typical airport stress is removed. You don't even really have to see the terminal. And for me, that's really half the equation. It also sets the tone for the rest of the journey. Everything about Delta's offering is so premium and thoughtful, and they've really managed to offer something unique here. They deliver once on board the airplane too. The seat is very private, comfortable, and the service is great. Flight attendants are cheery, and everything here feels like it was done with care and attention to detail. I paid $1,800 for this round trip with the outbound in KLM Premium Economy and the return in Delta One. At that price, I felt I got a great value here. I'll stick a link up top if you want to check out that KLM review as well. This product made the long trip home from the west coast to Sweden very pleasant and easy. And soon enough, we're coming into land at Paris. Not my favorite place to connect, but it was worth it to get the A330NEO and its lovely business suite.
With your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft comes to complete stop the gate and the fasten seatbelt signs are turned off. Before you leave us, please check around your seat. You see back pocket for any items you might have brought on board. And when you open the overhead bins, please open them carefully as items may have affected during landing.
I would take this routing again without question. Plus, my connecting flight to Stockholm is going to be on Air France's A220. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel because that video is going to be coming up next and you don't want to miss it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are still on the active taxiway. Please take your seat. Ensure your seatbelt is fastened.
Alright, that was a nice little flight. I really like Delta overall. Shame about that seat. I wonder if it was just mine that had that weird gap in it, made it less comfortable, or if that's just how these are. In which case they're a little bit more style than substance. That's one example where a mattress pad could be really useful. Anyway, in Paris now, I can run over to catch my connection. Luckily I have 3 hours to connect here, so none of that Charles de Gaulle stress.
Prochain arrêt, terminal 2E, porte L. Assurez-vous de ne pas oublier vos bagages.
Next stop, Terminal 2E, Gate L. Please ensure that you have all of your luggage with you.